An absolutely wonderful day. It is the start of a new week, and as May continues to transition out, we start to bring in that summer season. Depending on where you're at, that can be a good thing or a bad thing. If you're bringing in the heat and the humidity, maybe you're ready for that. If you're a snowbird ready to go back home, and if you're in my neck of the woods, literally in Indiana, in the countryside where the pollen is really thick. I'm personally suffering from some sinus allergy problems with the pollen counts being as high as they are right now. And it's days in like now that when I work a really hard, long day, and we've been working a lot of those lately, I am ready to just go home and chill out and do something to recharge my body to be ready for tomorrow to get here. So today's special feature is going to be about talking about what can you do after you get home from a long day of work, whether you're standing on concrete on your feet all day, whether you're sitting at a desk typing away as a desk jockey, whether you are coaching or running your kids from point A to point B, or you're taking care of all of our kids as a teacher, regardless of what you might be doing, changing the world. We are here to help transform your world and allowing you to chase greatness by recharging yourself so that you can be the best version of yourself possible. So that being said, I'm curious of those who are watching, what are some different things that you are all doing when you are away from home that make you tired? Whether training or in the medical field, whether you are in the service industry, you're a factory worker, there's a lot of different ways we can spin our occupational settings, but today, I want to make sure that we are talking about what can you do at home using the mini Lifepro devices to enhance how your body recovers and repairs itself while you are resting and sleeping, so that when you wake up the next morning, you don't wake up with your feet hurting and you're walking around like a zombie trying to figure out how you're going to get to work and how you're going to have your head and your mind in the right place in order to create the greatest amount of impact possible. So with that being said, I'm curious as to, again, what are you doing occupational wise? And if you're not in the workforce and you are retired and doing things leisurely, a lot of athletes, I work with a lot of athletes. And so after they've been out on a long day of training or performing or competing, what have you, they come into this facility and use the different Lifepro products in order to recharge their bodies so that they are ready to go for their next performance the next day or later on in the week. And so we've had a chance to practice with a lot of these different products that I'm going to share with you today. But if you could just give me in the comment section some of the things that you're doing, whether it's in your free time or full time, so that I have an idea of which direction to take you, which products to focus in on with you if you're interested, or if you have questions about how to use products that you already have, that would be awesome. So yes, so this is my facility, Kivik Kinetic Solutions. We are located in Indianapolis, Indiana, or close to Indianapolis, Indiana. If you know where the Indianapolis airport is, I'm about 30 minutes southwest of the Indianapolis airport in the countryside on our family farm. And I'm actually standing in a beautiful 4,000 square foot pole barn that's fully finished. And it's a gym and a wellness facility for sports medicine, sports performance, and mental coaching. And Lifepro happens to be a huge part of that. So I have got people who fly in for treatment. I've got people who drive from all over the place, but they get to experience all of the Lifepro products as part of their recharge plan, their recovery plan, and able to try them here, as well as in addition to our treatments for them. And then they're able to buy the devices and use them at the convenience of their home. So reading here, I get exhausted more in the heat outside handling dogs, and I'm 100% stronger than ever. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I love it. Yeah, so for some people, the heat is an awesome thing, and for a lot of people, the heat is very disabling. For instance, my mom lives in Tempe, Arizona, so when I do a lot of work out there in her area, I try not to spend too much time over there in June and July because it's 120 degrees. Although it's dry heat without the humidity, they still have different allergies there than what we have here in the Midwest. And so a natural day today, like for instance, today it's about 70 degrees or so out today, and it's sunny. But as I was sharing with a friend a while ago, the pollen count is so high here that my car is kept in the garage all the time when I drive it to work, which is just right next door to where I live. But when I drive to work and my car sits outside for 5 or 6 hours and I drive it back home, it's covered in what looks like little snowflakes because of the pollen that's flowing off of the flowering trees. So it truly is thick, and with that, we fill it into our sinuses, and we develop a little congestion, a little sore throat, a little chest congestion. We start to feel achy. And so it changes, especially when we have high lows. So we have a lot of storms here. When the days that it rains, our joints start to hurt a lot more because the barometric pressure changes viscosity in our joints, which means our joints tend to move a little less. It's not as comfortable as to how they move, and then our body hurts more. We develop more swelling, more inflammation. So heat can actually create more inflammation. Okay, so I sit too much at work and I walk 2 miles in the morning, but I have bad plantar fasciitis. And your dad lives with you, and he's a custodian. I love it. On his feet, and has the onset of neuropathy. So you're going to love this one because I'm going to cover all of that. Struggle with becoming active, and now I'm trying to get healthy. Struggle with aches and pains that come with starting a new program. Absolutely, you are exactly right. So again, I'm not going to show how to work all these different devices start to finish because we've got orientation videos that I've already pre-recorded that are all over YouTube. And so depending on which social media platform you're listening in from right now, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube, you can all go to YouTube and find informational videos about all these different products that I'm going to share with you today. But what I want to make sure of is how you know which product to choose based on what kind of circumstances you have, and how often you can use them, which settings you might consider. And for those of you who have pain in your feet or who have plantar fasciitis, if you go on to the YouTube website and you type in Lifepro Amber plantar fasciitis or Lifepro Amber feet or barefoot, there are all kinds of programs that I use that are my creation that I use with my clients to help with curing a lot of their foot and lower leg pain, and using a lot of Lifepro products. So if you go and search that out, you'll find everything you need to know that you would also likely learn in a physical therapy setting. And guess what? It's free. It's all right there. And I'm holding your hand all the way through those videos. So feel free to go and check those out. I'm going to go through and show you some of these things. And again, as I kind of go through here, I'm not going to talk about pricing today, but you'll find all of these products are available on our Lifepro Fitness website. And we'll include a link here in just a few moments. And once you click on that link, I'll tell you which drop-down menu to use in order to find it, because we've got so many amazing products that it's really going to be frustrating for some of you to figure out which drop-down menu to locate them. And the names that we use on some of our products, you might not necessarily find them under the names on Amazon because of how we advertise on Amazon. So I'll give you the names of them and where to find them on the Lifepro website. And then if you choose to find them on Amazon, they're also available through the Amazon links. Okay, so again, I want to say thank you for listening in, for sharing your time with me today, because I know timing is precious to everybody. I'm just going to show you a quick listing of some of the different things we have, and then I'll go through each and every one of the products. If there's a product that you are really interested in learning about, make sure and comment in the column, whether it's a foot massager or the leg boots or a certain vibration platform. Make sure and let me know if you're interested in learning about a specific product that you hear me talking about here or listing. And then I'll make sure and give a little bit more feature presentation to those of you that are listening so that you get what you're paying for. And awesome. So over here in the lounger, we have the Axis compression boots. This is probably, along with the full body vibration platforms, the many of them that we have, this right here is the #1 used product that I have been using since they came out about a year ago. And again, it's the Axis, AXIS air compression boots. These are very similar to the other boots that we have had, except these zip up all the way instead of Velcroing. So they zip up all the way up. They've got 4 different chambers and they work wirelessly using this big control panel. And there are 4 preset programs. There are 4 chambers. We've got lots of levels of intensity. So several different ways that you can mix and match these combinations. And if you're dealing with an injury, whether it be through the knee, the foot, ankle, or the hip, you can actually turn off each one of these chambers, whereas you can't do that with some of the other compression legs systems. But again, these are the Axis compression boots. These are used more often than any other product in my facility aside from the Marvlox series platforms. The platform that I have here down on the ground is called the Relaxa Vibe. What's really cool about this platform is it actually has a ottoman on top, and when it's plugged in and when you go to actually turn on the ottoman actually heats. So it has a heating pad in the top. So when you get home from a long day of work, you can vibrate first with your shoes on or off, and then you can sit in a lounger and prop your feet up, and it actually heats your feet on a really soft surface. So it's really cool how it works. I'll cover that here in just a second and all the great advantages that has. We have the Waver Mini, which is on the ground. I don't have it plugged in, but we have the Micro. And the Micro is another itty bitty little platform. There it is right here. It's like my feet barely fit on it, so I don't feature it as often because it is such a little baby. But if you are traveling in a camper, or you've got an RV, or you're in a very, very small apartment, or even in a dorm as a college student, and you don't have anywhere to put extra things, then this is a very, very small device that really packs a punch when it comes to relaxing your feet and your lower legs. So, but you wouldn't want to do a workout on this. It's more for flushing toxins. Can you do a workout on it? Absolutely you can. But because of its size, you're quite limited as to how much you can do as compared to some of our other platforms. But this is called the Micro. I'm not quite sure off the top of my head if they have it on the website or not, but if you've seen it before, the Waver Mini is the next size up from the Micro. Just to give you some perspective, these are the two of them stacked together. So I'll take this unplugged. Okay. So that's the difference between the Waver Mini and the Micro. It's just a baby. That's why we call it the Micro. So what makes it special, though, is, like I said, it's a very, very intense. It is a single motor unit. And again, I don't feature it as often because most people really like to see the workouts. And I don't typically work out on this one. If anything, you can set it underneath of your desk and put your feet up on it in order to shake out any kind of aches and pains or the restless leg syndrome, or if you're developing lactic acid after a workout and you're just wanting to relax your feet on something, it works really, really well for that, but it packs a real punch for being just a little baby. Okay, so anyhow, with the Waver Mini, what I want to share with you about this, I was just reading this. If any of you are in the VIP group on Facebook, if you're not a Facebook follower, I highly recommend, if you're able to create an identity just for being on Facebook, it is worth every moment to being part of the VIP group, because you're able to listen and share about what programs might be working for other people. And you're listening to goals or listening to problems, and we're troubleshooting them all in one place. And you can go back and look up old posts from like a couple of years ago. I think we started that VIP group like 3 or 4 years ago. It's been out there for a while. But anyhow, when you go on there, you'll find a lot of different posts about the different products we're featuring. But with the Waver Mini, what makes this so cool, I was listening to somebody post on here the other day that they were already at, I think, a level 5 or level 7. I can't remember which one. But their legs were so flushed out and a little sensitive because they didn't realize how powerful this little machine was. And they were really excited about improving their way up to another level. And again, it's an individual who has had a couple of different platforms, but they use this specifically for flushing toxins out. And because of its size, it's very user-friendly when you're traveling, or if you're in a hotel room, if you are in a camper or a cabin or a lake house or in a small apartment, wherever it might be, senior citizen facility, it doesn't matter. It doesn't take up a lot of space, and it really has a lot of intensity for just being a single motor unit. So I'll show you here in a little while how you can use that. If you also go back and look at YouTube from a couple of days ago, I taught an entire stretching routine on not only using the Waver Mini, but also using the Marvlox. So if you're interested in learning how to use stretching concepts at home to help recover from a long day of work, there's an entire video on how to use a couple of different platforms, an entire routine for hitting up all your major muscle groups. Okay, now One thing that I was trying to show the other day, this is called the Marvlox. This is the Marvlox foot leg massager. And I'm just going to tell you, if there's any way that you can buy yourself a recliner that does massage functions all in the same, this is the cheapest way to do it, because I have my little lawn chair over here, and you can put the Marvlox right next to it, which I'll do here in just a second. Your feet slide all the way in here without your shoes on, and it covers me all the way up to about my knee. And it actually works in providing a very thorough massage, almost more thorough than what I do on my regular everyday clients without using some tools. But the Marvlox, I've had so many people who have restless leg syndrome, they've got Achilles tendonitis, they've got plantar fasciitis, they've got neuropathy in their feet, and they absolutely love this unit because of how complex and thorough, and it can be aggressive if you want it to be aggressive, but it does such a thorough job in massaging not only the feet, but all the way up to the knee, all the way around. And if you are ultra sensitive like I am, there are several different layers of programming and intensity and different types of massage that you can tone it way down or you can amp it way up. But this is definitely one of our great featured products that you can complement a chair at home, a dining room chair, a kitchen chair, a recliner. You know, you can sit on a couch, you can sit on your bed. There's a lot of different ways you can use this, but it is a full-on massage from the toes all the way up to the calves and the knees. It feels amazing. So I'll show you how that works here in just a few moments. Then we'll start talking about, we have a couple of different other types of massagers. This is the Relaxa Tilt Pro. We have a couple of different Relaxa Tilt options, but this is our most updated version, and this is kind of like the higher end version of the Relaxa Tilt. And the Relaxa Tilt is meant to work in a 360-degree manner. So you push this lever, and it actually goes all the way around and adjusting 360 degrees. So you can turn this into a calf massager, into a foot massager, into an arm massager. There's so many different ways that you can angulate it to get the needs that you're looking for. So if I'm wanting to go for calves, I can set it up like this, up against a chair, stick my calves into it, and now we've got a calf massager. If you don't need it for your calves and you need it for your feet, then you just set it flush on the floor, so your feet on top, and it works in massaging the feet. If you're wanting for your forearms, you just set it on your lap and just put your forearms in there, and it does its job. It doesn't have a forearm setting, but you can use it on the forearms. But what makes it nice is it has, the control panel is right here in front, and it also comes with a remote, which is right there stored in the end. And on here, we have a power button, we have a heat feature, we have 3 calf programs, 3 foot programs, and 3 levels of intensity. So a total of 6 different programs that are preset. And then if you have the remote, then you also have air, kneading, and vibration. So you have 3 different programs on here that you don't have on this control panel. So a lot of different features. And again, the difference between this and the original Relaxa Tilt X is what it's called, is the Relaxa Tilt X is about $100 cheaper, but it is the bare bones version of the other. And when you're using this one, you actually have to, there's a squeeze button here on the end, and it's not as user-friendly for turning, but you push this button on both sides in, and this bar swivels 360 degrees. However, because the cord is attached here on the bottom, it can get in the way of adjusting the bar. So what's making the Relaxa Tilt Pro so special is they put the plug-in cord here on the end, and they replace these push buttons here on top as one lever. But you still can use this as a carry handle, and it still does the same type of massage. So when you look here at the top, we still have the control panel with all the same features, with the heat, the intensity, the vibration, the calf, the feet, and then again, you can position this for your arms, for your feet, or for your calves. So a lot of great options. Both of them come with a remote control. It's just a matter of how you choose to use it as to which one you want. There's about $100 difference. Maybe a little bit less than $100 difference, but there's a little bit of difference between the two of them. Okay, now getting into more of the massage options. You can't go wrong with having a massage gun at home. If you don't already have a massage gun at home, I have a couple here, and of course we have got a huge amount of massage guns available. But I saw on Instagram the other day of a reel with one of our consumers demonstrating all the different places that she uses her massage gun, and she happens to have the Dynalife at home. So that's what the Dynalife looks like in person when you see it up close. Has a lot of different features on it, and I can take it out of the box here in just a few moments. But the video showed her of working in her car, at a restaurant, at home, at the office. It was a really cute video. But the Dynalife is one of our popular items, and then the Dynaflex is probably one of our newer release products. So there's our Dynaflex. It has a longer handle, and the head of it actually rotates back and forth. Now, I have featured a lot of different massage guns available, and it's just a matter of what your preference and what you're looking for as to which one you choose. If you're wanting one that's more travel friendly, you're going to want the Dyna Mini because it packs a punch for just maybe weighing a little over a pound, and it'll actually fit into your purse or your briefcase. Okay, another massager that happens to be a favorite is the Plush hand massager. So there's the Plush. And for those of you that are busy with your hands all day, or maybe you're working tools, you're working as a mechanic, what makes this nice is you stick your hand in here, and there's no, it's ambidextrous for both hands. So you can stick your thumb on this one, or when we switch hands, the thumb is made to go in here on this other edge, and pinky here. So it doesn't matter which way you use it, but it actually has a little spot for your thumb and for your pinky, whereas the Legra is a much longer tunnel, so it actually covers you up to about here on the forearm, and it has a different set of features on the top. So when I turn this on, it automatically starts working, and I don't have a different choice over to which mode I use, but I have control over whether I have heat or whether I have intensity. And so you can have more heat or you can have a higher level of intensity, but it's doing its own little massaging. So if you have pain in your hands or you are suffering from carpal tunnel syndrome, this is a great product that you can use at home, just sitting in your chair, sitting at the counter, sitting at your desk. You can use this for recovery after you've been there for a little while if you don't want to do a stretching routine and you don't want to go see a massage therapist. So this again is the Plush. We have a couple of other hand massagers, the Legra and the Legra Plus, and then I think the Pearl is another one that we have. But those are all available as well. When it comes to headaches and on tired eyes, when we're looking at a blue screen all day, we're looking at blue light. Blue light changes how the energy travels through your pupils and changes the brainwave patterns in your mind. And so it kind of it can make us really alert. But when we're trying to wind down at the end of the day and we can't, we have an option in order to help your brain, your eyes, and your face, your jaw. So if you have TMJ, you naturally have a very, very tight neck. If you have TMJ from the clicking, the eye massager will actually help with alleviating and relaxing the facial muscles so that you don't have tension everywhere else. Now, a little insight. If you do have tension in your face and in your jaw, you're automatically going to have tension in your shoulders because a lot of these neck muscles interact with a little bit of play in the shoulders. So if your shoulders are tight, then naturally the neck muscles get tight as well in compensation of each other. And so you can use the Oculux Eye Massager to combat all of it. And so when you use the Oculux, you put it on, and you want to put it on before you turn it on, and you don't want to do this standing. This is not virtual reality here. But you're going to push the button after you've got it on, and it automatically starts working. And so when it starts working, you've got these different massagers in the eye mask, but you also have heat. You can also change which features. It's got some preset programs. It's also got Bluetooth, so you can be listening to calming music. There's all different wonderful features that come with it. But it's super easy to use, multiple adjustable. It comes in blue or in gray, this gray-white. But the Oculux, if you have headaches, you've got migraines, you've got sinus pressure like I do, you're carrying extra tension, you're not sleeping good at night, this is a game changer. This is like a lifesaver as to how you can relax at the end of the day, or maybe just relax in the middle of the day during your lunch hour. Just put that on, allow it to recharge you, decompress your facial sinuses and your facial muscles, and give you a little extra spurt of energy when you need it before you go back. So there's the Oculux. All right, we also have red light therapy. So you can do this at the end of the day when you get home, but you can be laying in your lounger, doing some air compression boots. You can be doing a hand massager. You can be doing, some red light therapy on the rest of your body, or one of the Relaxa Tilts. And then you can also put on your LED. This is the Visicure Mask. And so when we turn it on, if I've recharged it in time, and it looks like I used, oh, there we go. Yeah, so it comes with amber light, blue light, and orange light. Amber light, blue light, and red light. So here it starts with the red light, and then we click it, and it goes to blue light, and we click it again, and we get amber light. And so amber light is really good for rosacea or for any kind of inflammation in your skin. And then the red light is really good for fine lines, wrinkles, for trying to regenerate stem cells and collagen in the face. Our connective tissue is made of elastin and collagen. So as we get older or as we become more stressed, we start to lose shape of our face because the collagen fibers and the elastin fibers do not hold together as well. And so this helps to change some of that just by putting it on for a while, like 15 minutes or so at a time. And it automatically clicks off when it's done. And it's rechargeable here at the base using a USB port. So a lot of things you can do, but if you can actually, if you like to watch TV, you can still watch TV because it has the little areas where the eyes are that there's no light. So you don't have to worry about the lights running through your eyes. You don't have to wear extra eye protection underneath it. Now, red light therapy does a lot of really cool stuff in that it stimulates different hormones to be released. It helps with increasing blood flow and oxygenation to the different parts of our body. But the other thing that red light therapy does, and you can see some posts that Lifepro has made lately that I've been sharing with them, when I go to work on individuals, if you've got carpal tunnel syndrome, or let's say you've got some tennis elbow, this is the Lumicure light therapy torch, and you can see it right here. And this is everything it comes with. It comes with the safety glasses. It comes with the rechargeable battery and two batteries included. And then it actually comes with the torch and this carry pouch. Now, the reason why this is important, if you have carpal tunnel syndrome, or if you have tennis elbow, I had somebody in yesterday with elbow pain from a softball injury. And so our goal for her, she had a UCL, an ulnar collateral ligament sprain. So while I was working on her with massage, I just put this up to her and just held it onto her skin, and it penetrates really, really deep into the tissue. So it's regenerating stem cells, but it's also trying to promote the body to heal itself by delivering or promoting oxygen flow, blood flow, circulation, changing stress hormones and enhancing happy hormones. And again, it all comes down to connective tissue. So there's a lot of great things that red light therapy does. When we have carpal tunnel syndrome, that is the median nerve coming through the center of the wrist. So most people who have carpal tunnel syndrome have a numb middle finger, and sometimes the second and the fourth finger go numb. So those three fingers typically start to develop some numbness and tingling. You can put that Lumicure light therapy torch either a little bit away from or directly on top of where the median nerve crosses through the wrist joint, which is right here in the middle. And so you can do it from the top, or if you want to do it from the bottom, you can do it from either one. But just holding it on there for 5 minutes at a time, a couple of times a day, makes a huge difference as to how the body heals itself. And so if you are sitting at home and you don't want to get on a platform, you don't want to buy a set of boots, you've got a very limited budget, these generally run close to $100 or less, and works a variety of different places. Again, going back to the TMJ, if you've got TMJ or jaw pain, or you've got neck pain and headaches, you can actually put that up to your TMJ joint. There we go. So you can actually put it up there and not have to worry about wearing eye protection, because we're not trying to forecast that into our eyes. We're working right through the tissue. But again, because the skin on our face is much thinner, and the connective tissue and all the layers is much less than that of big muscle areas, you can just hold it on there in place and it will help in decreasing inflammation and enhancing the healing process. So that is the Lumicare Light Therapy Torch. I have covered a lot of feedback on how red light therapy works, so feel free to go back to some of our other episodes to learn about that. And then this is now back in stock, and this is a very popular item now. This is what I like to do at the end of the day. And so I'll talk to you about my routine after working on a lot of different individuals and doing all the different things I do professionally and leisurely with my family. But this is the BioHeal. And this just came out about, I want to say a little over a month ago. And this is a very highly sought after product. In fact, again, they just got these back in stock. They were sold out for quite some time. And there is a growing trend of red light therapy panels. And because the research on how red light therapy and near infrared light therapy enhances the aging process, which means as we get older, our bodies don't tend to perform as well. When we are able to biohack, meaning we can manipulate human biology by using different devices to hack into our system to get our system to do what it has always done, but has since slowed down production of certain things, we tend to slow down the aging process. And although we can't reverse the aging process and age a lot younger, meaning like we were in our 20s, we can slow the process down and we can feel like we're thriving as we age older. So we're giving our body the most optimal environment to heal itself. And red light therapy is incredibly powerful, and the research is profound in being able to apply it to a variety of different applications, not only in the medical world, but in the mental world. It actually it has the potential to change mental health as well. So when we use the BioHeal, I'm going to go ahead and plug this in down here. You can see it in action. You do need to wear safety protection over your eyes if you're going to wear this, if you're going to use this up close in person. So we're going to turn this on. We've got near infrared and red light going on here. And because you guys are working through a screen, you don't have to worry about having safety protection on. And since I'm not looking directly into the lenses, then I'm okay. But in general, you want to create as much radiant red light or near infrared light energy to your body on a global level if you're wanting to enhance as many of your cells as possible. So a way to do that would be to hang this. It actually has a hanging feature. Would be to hang this on a cord and have it hanging on your door. And then you can just stand from a distance. We can stand from a distance and try and get as much of your body to light up in red as possible. Now, the more that you can be bare skin nude to the red light, the more effective it is. Do you have to? No, you don't have to be completely butt nude, but if you can get as nude as possible in some underwear or in a swimsuit, or just exposing the parts of your body that you're wanting to heal at an accelerated rate, it works better if you can radiate directly to the skin as opposed to having to work through layers of material. But anyhow, this has a multiple angular position, and it does come with the hardware to hang it. And again, a lot of great features with red light therapy that I've covered in so many other videos before now, but this is the BioHeal. It is probably one of our most popular products right now. And like I said, it sells out very fast. So if that's something of your interest, I highly recommend it. You can use this first thing in the morning to jumpstart your day. You can use it at the end of your day after you've taken a shower and you're just wanting to settle and relax. It does promote relaxation and calming, and it supports lowering stress hormones and enhancing your happy hormones, including your dopamine, your oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphin levels. And it also helps with the regulation of sex hormones, so testosterone and human growth hormone. So that is the BioHeal, okay? Now, I have covered a large variety of different products here, and I know that you're all wondering, what is your routine, Amber, when you get home from working a long day of doing whatever it is that I do? And I'll just tell you, I'm going to tell you how I start my day, and then I'm going to tell you how I try and end my day as often as possible, because I'm not always the best at doing recovery, because when I get home, I'm so tired. I'm just ready to like hit the sack. But on the nights that I have time, I definitely try and promote recovery as optimally as possible. Before my day starts, one of my favorite things to do is to get on a vibration platform and just let it shake me out. And so it doesn't matter what setting you're on. I'm just going to get on the Waver Mini here. And I'm just going to say P5. I think P5 was the one that everybody was talking about the other day that was like, wow, my legs feel so different at P5. You can just get on here in order for it to enhance blood flow, stimulate your adrenaline response to kick in so that you can get up and get going. And again, if you wake up in the morning, you've got low back pain, your hips are stiff, your neck and shoulders stiff, if you just get on one of these little guys at work or from the convenience of your home before your day gets started, then it helps to loosen things up and free connective tissue and free that emotional response so that you can go in with the mindset of trying to conquer as much as you can while maintaining a sensible mental status so that you're not overly stressed. And if you have those moments where you're overly stressed, then have one of these underneath your desk when you get back from the board meeting or from the meeting with your boss or whatever it is that you've got going on. And that way you can truly leave your mind on the platform and walk back in with a full energy charge and you're feeling free and feeling, with positive energy. So this is how I start my day. Now, I don't start mine on the Waver Mini. I've got a Rumble X Plus and I've got a Rumble X40 in my house. I've got one upstairs and I've got one downstairs, so that not only am I doing it, but my family is doing it. My little girl is 11 and she's 5'5", wearing a women's 11 shoe. And so she says to me a couple of days ago, "Hey mom, why is it that my body hurts all the time around my knees? Why do my knees hurt? Like my tendons or my muscles? Why do I hurt so much?" And I said, "Well, sweetheart, you are growing and your bones are growing faster than what your muscles can keep up with. So in order to free the pain in your knees and in your joints and in your back, we also want to make sure that we're keeping those muscles loosey-goosey and happy so that they continue to lengthen as your bones continue to grow, because the growth is not really within her control." So one thing that I have her do before she goes off to school and has to sit all day at school on a Chromebook is getting on I have her get on the Rumble X4D, and I just let her vibrate there for, even if it's just 5 minutes, it makes a huge difference for her day. She goes off to school, she gets home about right now, and so as soon as she gets home, she just kind of chills out. But at the end of the day, when we've done sports and we've played and we've done things outside, after she takes her bath, we have her stand on the Rumble X40 yet again on the P1 or the P3 program, because she's 11, so we don't want to surge her adrenaline so she can't fall asleep. But we'll do that at the end of the day, and it gives her the ability to wind down, to calm her mind down, and it's a meditational process at the same time. So we're talking about her day and journaling her day mentally, and then when she lays down, like, she's out, and she knows when she's too late to be laying down. But I have the Rumble X Plus and the Rumble X4D in my house, and my entire family uses it. Now, my husband, he works on concrete all day. He's in the manufacturing of large equipment business. He works on concrete all day. I love him, but he does not exercise at all. So I probably exercise enough for all of us, but he does not exercise at all, but he is a farmer. So when he gets home from work, working on tractors and working on concrete all day, he goes out to work cattle and build fence or do whatever it is he's got to do for chores for the day. And so naturally he's moving around, getting some of that exercise. But when he gets home at the end of the day and it's 8 or 9 o'clock at night and it's time to start winding down, that's when his body really hurts, and it's usually in his feet and his legs. And so he'll take his shower, and then he'll stand on it and he'll vibe out, using the P2 program usually. And then he'll sit in his recliner with his legs elevated in that zero gravity position, and he'll relax and think about his day and think about what he's got coming in tomorrow, and he's off and away. So that's what we do at our house. As well as on the days that I have time, if I have a headache, there have been days I've had some bad headaches because of the pollen, I'll wear the Oculux Eye Massager. I'll put this on, okay? And while I'm putting this on, I might also have my legs in the air compression boots sitting in a recliner at home. So there's a lot of different ways that you can combine and mix and match these options. Because my facility, I have the massage guns to my convenience. I use the massage guns on myself throughout the day. So I don't use them at the end of the day because I'm using them throughout the day on myself. I also have clients that get on the Rumblex platforms throughout the day. So if I can jump on at the same time from time to time, even if it's just for 2 minutes to show them how to use it, I'm actually able to get a benefit from doing that. So if you're able to sneak in on a vibration platform throughout your day, then it's definitely worth it. Okay, let me show you how some of these different things work and how to locate them in our website, because we have so many great options on the website, it's hard to know where to find everything. I'm going to go over the compression boots last, but what I do want to show you all is how to use the Relaxa Vibe, and some people call it the Vibe for short, but this is what the ottoman on top looks like, and as you can see, there's a raised area on the ottoman, and that is what heats. So there's a heating element in there. And on the back side is a storage compartment for all of your belongings that go with the platform. So there's where all the little accessories fit. And if you decide that you don't want to use this, you can set it off to the side. But the Relaxa Vibe also comes with 2 mats that go on top of it, whether you're wanting to use one as a dampener, sound dampening mat, or whether you're wanting to use one for a textured surface. But it already comes with a really nice textured surface on top. And so if you're wanting to use this at the end of the day, what I would suggest when you turn it on is just choose any one of the 3 preset programs and let it run. And you can just work here from a seated position and just relaxing. I mean, you can just lay back and, well, I can't lay back and relax because I'm so short, but I would have to have a different type of chair in order to do this. So I might use a dining room chair, or like the bar stool or the countertop stool that I use in a lot of my videos. But just having my foot up here, like right now, this is shaking my calves something fierce. So if you have lower leg pain, you've got lymphedema, you've got swelling in your feet or in your ankles because of standing on your feet all day, just doing this right here, or keeping it on a low level of setting, if you're trying to work on lymphedema or fluid down in the foot ankles, then you can use it in manual mode setting on a low level of intensity and just allow it to shake you out. And so it stimulates your muscles to pump that lymph into the lymph node area so that you can expel it or eliminate it or diffuse it however your body is working. But just sitting here is just a very, very calming sensation. Now, again, I did a stretching video a couple of days ago, so I encourage you to go on YouTube and look at stretching with the vibration platforms, because I cover in great depth how to do that from all parameters and all body parts. But if you just choose to stand on top, you can just stand on top, and a lot of times what I'll do is just move my toes up and down and just feel from toes to heels and just allow my body to truly just to relax. So I'm not trying to do anything. The workout is already done for the day. It's just about shaking things out and relaxing. That's why we call it the Relaxa Vibe. You can do the workouts on here. It's just as rigorous as some of the other Rumblex platforms. It has 3 motors, but like this right here just feels really, really good. So just stretching, just letting everything calm down. Then you've got to be able to get yourself back up. Now, the way that this works, you cannot have vibration on when you're using the heating pad. So you just have to make sure that the Relaxa Vibe is on, okay? And once it's on, this little heating element attaches via this receptor on the backside. You'll push this button, and the button will light up so you can actually tell that it's on. And then you just set your feet on top, and it heats the bottom of your feet. So if you want to experience the relaxation and then from the vibration, and then turn on the heating element, then you can sit back and prop up your feet, and it's nice and soft on your heels and on the bottom of your feet. It's really, really cushy. And it does have a feature that you can turn the light off if you don't want the light on for animals or for individuals in your home. You actually can turn the light off. So that's how that works. If you want more information on the very specifics on how to use it, like I said, there's already a YouTube video out there on this one, so I'm not going to waste time with you on showing you all the ways that you can use it. What I want to show you next, though, is the Marvlox, because this is a very highly sought after device. And for those who don't realize we have it, it is a really cool way to end your day in the form of a massage. Now, real quick, if you're wanting the Relaxa Vibe, you're going to go onto our website and you're going to go into vibration therapy. You're going to click on vibration therapy and you're going to see all in one place, or you're going to find new vibration plates. You're going to click on new and you're going to see Relaxa Vibe pops up. So that's where you're going to locate that. Now, the Marvlox, you're going to go, when it comes to finding the Marvlox, you're going to go under Wellness Recovery. So you're going to use the drop-down menu under Shop, go to Wellness Recovery, and then from there, you're going to find it in Foot and Calf Massagers, and it'll be halfway down the list in the middle, and it's the Marvlox Foot Massager, and then up it pops up, and it's on there, and it's running right now at $229.99. So this is how this works, though. You want to make sure and get your feet in it first. So feet get in here first. And if you can see, because of my height, it really does cover me all the way up to my knees. You're going to turn it on, and right here and right now, I am feeling everything. So it's working the bottom of my feet. It's working the tops of my feet. It's working my arches. It's working my lower legs, my ankles. It's working my calves. And I have the option of increasing the intensity as well as running the heat feature. You can change how much time goes on it, but right now it's automatically set for a 15-minute program. But oh my gosh, if you can imagine somebody massaging you without tickling you, so it's a really deep tissue, it feels absolutely amazing. In fact, I really don't want to get up right now. Really don't want to get up right now. But what you can do, if you are wanting to work the arms at the same time, you can actually have the Relaxa Tilt Pro sitting on top of your lap, and you can work your arms at the same time. A lot of the massage recliners are several thousands of dollars, and so for the price of the Marvlox and the price of the Relaxa Tilt Pro or the Relaxa Tilt X, you can have a total body extremity, I should say total extremity massage. So you're getting your arms, you're getting your legs, and then we also make a neck massager that drapes over the neck, and it massages your neck at the same time with a heat component. So this feels really good. I guess I'm going to have to stop doing this so I can actually continue on with what I'm supposed to be sharing with you today. Really don't want to, because I really like the way this feels. Okay, but we're gonna move on. So that's the Marvlox. When it comes to the Relaxa Tilt, you're also going to do the same thing in choosing them from the drop-down menu of Wellness and Recovery. And when you choose the Wellness and Recovery, you're going to choose foot and leg massagers, because this is considered a foot and leg massager. And this is the handle, but the control panel is facing me. And again, you can use this for your forearms if you choose to, or you can actually work it from the legs. And so once we set this up right, about like that, then I can stick my legs in here, stick my calves in here, and I can turn it on, and it is a modified version of the Marvlox. It's not fully enclosed, it just shows you your calves. And if you decide that you want your feet, then you just tilt the bar so that the feet are angled upward. Wait for it. There we go. So I can actually sit back and position my feet on top, and it will massage my feet there. Again, I'm not going to go into great depth on how to use these products, because we already have so many videos available on YouTube as to the very specifics of each one of these products. But again, with any of the foot massagers, leg massagers, you're going to find that on our website. I'm going to pull this up here nice and close. So you're going to see it here under Wellness and Recovery. So we'll tap down on that Wellness and Recovery menu, and you're going to see a variety of different massage options that are on there. The Oculux is under the eye massagers. The hand massagers, so we've got the plush and the pearl, are going to be found in the hand massagers. We have the leg and calf massagers. Those are all three found in the foot and calf massagers. And then the air compression boots are under compression sleeves. And you're going to find that there are at least 3 of those. And one of them is the Cryofrost, which is a cryo compression system. So you're combining cold with air compression therapy. So if you're needing to ice down at the end of the day, we have those that have 2 different cups that come with it. You keep it in the freezer, you put it in with the compression sleeve, and you get pneumatic compression at the same time as cryo. But it doesn't work with ice. And then on here, we also have under wellness and recovery, you're going to see at the very top of that is light therapy. And under light therapy, you're going to find all of our red light and near-infrared light therapy devices. So that's the easiest way to find it. The vibration therapy, when it comes to all-in-one plates, so the all-in-one plates is halfway down, that is going to be your Rumblex series. So those have 3 motors. So you'll drop down that menu and you'll find that there are 4 devices that are in there, including the Relaxa Vibe. When we go to the starter plates, you're going to find the Waver or the Turbo. But when we go into the mini plates, that's where you're going to find your Waver mini plate. So the Waver mini that I just demonstrated to you is under mini plates. And again, I don't think we have the micro available online on our website, but it might be available on Amazon. And we do have products that are available on Amazon that are not available on the website. That's just how it works sometimes. So that's that. Now, let me check out some of these questions, because again, I don't want to go into the very specifics as to how each one of these products works. I just wanted to give you an idea of what you can use for getting through your day at the end of the day. And so, been using my Rumblex 4D for plantar fasciitis while sitting. Bought the massage gun the other day and watching your plantar videos from Lifepro, of course. Awesome. So Stephanie, keep doing that. Keep doing the exercises that I show you in there. So in those, there's 2 plantar fasciitis videos that are presented. And in those videos, we talk about the barefoot exercises that you can do, picking up marbles with your feet, and learning how to transition, from standing on a triplanar foot position and equalizing pressure points in your feet. So as you strengthen the intrinsic muscles in the bottom of your foot, we also eliminate pain in the lower legs and the calf, and that transitions all the way up to our pelvic floor, which also includes emotion. There's a direct response emotionally from the feet to the brain. So we are able to sense a lot of our surroundings and our threats, our stress through our feet. But if we don't use our feet, we don't tickle our feet, and we don't enhance our feet, then we don't have ways of relieving stress like that. So it's an easy way to relieve stress, and that's what the vibration platforms are really, really good at. And the vibration guns and then the foot massagers are all really good at just truly enhancing what our feet feel and pampering our feet to sense. But I'm glad that you have found those videos, because they're quite powerful. All right, my friends. That gives us about an hour that we've been hanging out today. So I'm going to go ahead and plan on closing out here. But what I want you to remember is we here at Lifepro are here to help serving you so that you can be the best version of yourself possible. Greatness is not experienced by what you have, but by what you're able to give and share to others. And so if we can give you the resources and the tools, the knowledge and the information to be your best version of yourself, to remain very positive with mindset, and truly being able to sort out stressors throughout the day and being able to thrive, or maybe just getting out of bed, or maybe we're just trying to keep today a better day than it was yesterday. If we can just aim for 1% more each and every day, that's how we're able to keep pushing forward. So I want to say thank you to all of you for taking time to listen to us today, because I know your time is precious, just as mine is to me. And we look forward to seeing you on our next series. And until then, don't hesitate to post any comments in the section, and we can respond to that at a later time, or reaching out directly to us, support@lifeprofitness.com, if you have specific questions or need recommendations for the many devices that we've been sharing with you. Thank you all for watching today. Have a wonderful day.